Hello, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to review my journey as a graduate student during my first semester of completing internship hours. Of course, we are all teaching or working in our positions full time, so balancing both responsibilities has been challenging but incredibly rewarding. And I want to share how this experience has shaped my understanding of effective collaborative leadership. Throughout this process, I've learned that increasing student learning requires a clear and intentional approach. I've learned so much in such a short amount of time from my principal, Janice Harriet. And I believe that her sharing her knowledge with me has continued to shape my understanding of what it truly means to serve others. I believe that sharing my own knowledge and enthusiasm for education not only excites teachers and staff, but also inspires a collective commitment to high expectations. I have strived to create an environment where everyone understands that our shared goal is to support each student's growth and success, and I work to model that passion daily. Being organized and purposeful in my communication has been essential, whether it's coordinating with office staff, sharing schedules, or setting weekly agendas. I've seen firsthand how clarity and professionalism foster trust and efficiency. Proper planning and consistent communication ensure that everyone is aligned and that our efforts are focused on meaningful outcomes. A key highlight of my internship has been supporting student voice and leadership, most notably through a student council voting process where we facilitated and organized our student council government, which I facilitated. Watching students take charge of their own learning, feeling heard, and understanding that their opinions matter was truly inspiring. This experience reinforced that high expectations are most impactful when students understand they are active participants in their own education and within their community. My leadership philosophy is rooted in flexibility and leading by example. As a father, husband, and active community member, I recognize that the skills I develop at school, such as adaptability, empathy, and collaboration, are vital, both inside and outside the classroom. I believe that involving students in decision making and listening to their voices help foster a shared sense of responsibility. When students feel they are part of the vision that the leadership team, admin, and teachers set forth, there's an added value to student contributions. They become more engaged and motivated. Another key experience I want to highlight is my involvement in supporting our efforts to reduce tardies at McCullough Elementary. It's important to note that leading building-wide change is something that I had little experience with doing, but I recognized that our student arrival time needed to be supported, so I went after it as a project. Recognizing that punctuality directly impacts student learning and classroom routines, I took a proactive and collaborative approach to address this issue. My first step was to engage with the students directly. I prepared and delivered presentations explaining why walking to school on time matters, not just for attendance, but for their success in class. In addition to that, I also mentioned that walking can promote a healthier lifestyle. I emphasize how each minute they arrive early gives them a chance to settle in, prepare their minds for learning, and start the day on a positive note. I wanted students to understand that arriving to school on time is a responsibility that they can control and that it makes a real difference. Next, I collaborated with teachers to incorporate activities during our morning meetings that would be more exciting to encourage students to prioritize arriving early. With the help of a small group of teachers, we created fun challenges and reminders to motivate students to be on time, highlighting the importance of developing good habits and being responsible citizens. These activities fostered a sense of ownership and made the process engaging for the students, therefore contributing even more to the idea of being a school leader who really emphasizes and dedicates time to building student voice. Finally, I extended this effort to parents by organizing a meeting where I shared the importance of every minute of the school day. I explain how arriving on time helps students maximize their learning opportunities and build positive relationships and routines. I emphasize that when families work together to prioritize getting to school on time, that students can benefit not only academically but also socially. This open communication was key to fostering a shared understanding and encouraging a team approach to improving attendance. Over time, these efforts began to pay off. The traffic in the cafeteria during breakfast hour decreased, the car line in the parking lot became more efficient, and most importantly, more students arrived in class on time. By working collaboratively with students, teachers, parents, and our principal, Mrs. Harrod, I saw firsthand how small changes in mindset and routines can lead to meaningful improvements in student engagement and learning. This experience reinforced my belief that effective leadership requires not only planning and organization, but also clear communication and a shared commitment to our students' success. When we all understand why something matters, we work together towards that goal, which can create a safe school environment where every minute counts and where every student knows that their voice has a purpose that can contribute to opportunities where we can all thrive as a community. And finally, I reflect on how each decision I make may someday impact my own children's education and future. This perspective pushes me to plan systems, build routines, and to have a process that has a purpose. It's about creating a shared responsibility, not just within our team of teachers and leaders, but also with students, so that everyone understands their role in the building to be productive, respectful, that contributes to our thriving school community. In summary, my internship experience so far has taught me that collaborative leadership, effective communication, student voice, and purposeful planning are essential to fostering a positive environment where everyone can learn and excel. I am committed to continuing this approach, growing as a leader, and making decisions that will benefit both current students and future generations.